me, Dominique. Welcome to another episode of 10-ish minute recipes. Today we're gonna do a three-parter. We're gonna make Boston cream pie. I love Boston cream pie. So we're gonna do this in three parts because there are three main components to a Boston cream pie. There is the pastry cream, or the Bavarian cream that's gonna go in the center. Then we have the cake itself, because Boston cream pie, we all know, is actually a cake. I'm not sure why it's called pie. And then over the top, we have the ganache. So we're gonna do this in three parts, starting out with our Bavarian cream. Our Bavarian cream recipe, we will need 1 1/4 cup heavy whipping cream, 5 eggs. Oh, sorry guys, just the yolks on these. We will need 1/4 cup of Swerve granular sweetener. We're going to use 1/4 cup of gelatin, a tablespoon of vanilla, and lastly, 3 tablespoons of half and half. So these are all the ingredients you're going to need to make a great keto Bavarian cream. So let's get started on this recipe. So, what is a Bavarian cream? A Bavarian cream is going to be a basic custard recipe. I'm sure there's more that goes into that, but that's what I'm summing it up to. So when I make a custard, I do every custard about the same way. There are different ways to do it where you can temper the egg yolks. I'm not going to do all that. So starting out with my Bavarian cream today, I'm going to go ahead and bloom my gelatin. This is going to be the same thing I do anytime I make most custards. If I'm making an ice cream, I do leave out the gelatin. So 1 tablespoon gelatin, and to that we're going to add 3 tablespoons of half and half. A non-keto version of this recipe does call for milk. Milk has sugars in it, so I'm going to use half and half. Then give this a quick stir. Make sure all of the parts are incorporated. And we're going to put that off to the side to bloom. Next, to my saucepan, I'm going to add 1 1/4 cup heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add a tablespoon of my vanilla. Mind you, this vanilla is almost gone. Thankfully, I have a whole other thing of it. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of my Swerve. You know, we're actually going to add this to the egg yolks. No, we're not. We're going to add it directly to the pan. And we're going to add my egg yolks. This is not the proper way to make a custard, you guys. This is just my way of making a custard. I'm going to whisk this really quick. Get everything nice and incorporated. And I'm going to turn on my heat on a medium-low setting. So while that's starting to heat up, you can see that my gelatin has gotten fluffy. So I'm actually going to add that to my pan and start to incorporate it also. And now we just stir. Our goal with this is to get our eggs completely cooked without turning them into scrambled eggs. You'll know that they're cooked. You can either use a food timer, a candy thermometer. You'll want to get to 160 degrees because that's the temperature at which eggs are cooked. Or you could do what I do and just eyeball it and hope for the best. Choose your own path here. As I'm stirring, I'm taking care to scrape the sides of the pan. That's the reason I switched from the whisk to... That's the reason I switched from the whisk to the spatula. So my mixture started to bubble, so that's how I know that this is done. It's thick, not curdled. It does have a few air bubbles in it, but it's thick, not curdled, and should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off heat and get it ready to go in the fridge. Alright guys, so over here we have the two mixtures that we made earlier. So we made a whipped cream, as well as, this is called a creme anglaise or an English custard. I don't really know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these two together, and I'll show you the end product of our Bavarian cream.